Tannenberg. Is it worth a buy? Let's read the words, and some more words, and the words of the developer. Experience authentic First World War action with 64-player battles of maneuver on the Eastern Front, warfare between the Russian Empire and the Central Powers, in other words the Krauts, in a tense battle for dominance. Stay close to your squad to survive. Well, that won't make any difference because the artillery will just kill you anyway. So what is Tannenberg? Well, it's about £15. To be honest, it's a First World War first-person multiplayer shooter, guys, and this is set in, like I say, it's World War One. This is World War One. This is not like an EA World War One where everybody's running around with fucking machine guns. No, this is proper World War One, guys. This is slow loading rifles. This is static machine gun nests spraying a wall of lead at charging enemies. This is trenches. This is open fields. See, guys, this is when men were fucking men, you know. Russian men, big butch fucking Russian men, and Germans. You know, these were men. These were fucking brave men, guys. These are the kind of men that woke up on a morning and instead of having a foot massage, they ran stark naked into a hail of fucking bullets. You know, these were men. These were proper men. You wouldn't catch these making a YouTube channel about male cosmetics, men wearing fucking foundation and lipstick and fucking what the fuck. You know, they didn't need fucking ASMR videos to get to sleep. This is the sound of paper running through. Get back! Guys, this game has mustard gas, it has trenches, it has heavy machine gun fire, it has whistles, it has people blowing whistles. When you hear the whistle, you charge. If you do not charge, nothing actually happens, but, you know, pretend it does. It has open fields, it has trenches, it has woods, it has derelict buildings, it has all shape of things to fight in. It has awful guns that are clunky and take ages to reload. It has pistols that are about as accurate as a penis pissing into a toilet after 11 pints of snakebite. It's a man's game. I don't actually like it that much, to be honest, guys. I'll tell you the problem with this game. You die a lot. It's a bit of a dying simulator, but it looks like a plate of vomit. I mean, the trouble is, I played Star Wars Battlefront 2 first-person shooter before I played this, so I went from that to this. Now, obviously Star Wars Battlefront 2 is a big pile of donkey droppings, but it looks amazing. This looks like a plate of puke. It just doesn't look good at all. It looks like a kind of game that was made by somebody who was doing a mod. It's not exactly cutting-edge graphics. It's not... Yeah, it is awful. It just doesn't look good at all, guys. It plays alright. It plays quite authentic to World War One. You'll get gas attacks. You'll get artilleries. You'll see biplanes flying over spotting. You have this horrible rifle. You have bayonets. You have bayonet charges. You hear the whistles. You hear the screams. You've got pistols. You've got commanding officers. And it's really, guys. It's very really. There's a few different game modes. There's the big main 64-player battle, which puts you in little squads of 4. And there's that mode. Then you've got little skirmish battle modes, you know, like just team deathmatch and stuff like that, which aren't really that good. They're alright for practicing your aiming and stuff. But the main meat and potatoes of this game is the 64-player big battle, where you join up groups and you need team play. You need team play because the map is very good. It's a very well designed map. But you need team play to do it, and there's not much team play in it. It's all about everybody running around trying to get top of the leaderboard, which kind of sucks because it's not about that, even though I did check the leaderboard a few times after I shot a few people in a row. There was no need for 3 bells for that. That was only 1 bell at best. So it does kind of spoil that, but it is still quite a fun game to play. It's pretty much one shot, one kill most of the time, although you can take a couple of bullets. It depends on where you get hit. If you get hit in the head, it's lights out, I'm afraid. But if you get a couple of hits in the body and you take cover, you can recover, which kind of sucks. But it's kind of needed in this because it's a very, very brutal game. If you're expecting some running and gunning Call of Duty, forget it. Thank goodness. This is for the authentic connoisseurs of battle. This is a proper. This is a proper, guys. Like I say, this is World War One. This is what it was like in World War One. You got bayonets. You can just stab people. You've got badly aiming rifles, you've got pistols, you've got heavy machine guns that just spray a devastating barrage of lead, and you die a lot. You die an awful lot in this game, and the map is split into sectors, and as you attack different sectors you can take over the map, and obviously the objective is to take over all the map, and it is fun doing that and flanking the enemy and encircling the enemy in some cases. It's really fun trying to coordinate that, if you get on a good server, that is. The problem is with this game, I can't find a full server. I've even tried on Sunday, peak time you would imagine, and I can't find 64 players on a server. The most I've found is 48, and I've been trying at different times through the week as well. It's just not a very popular game. It is only in early access, but we need at least triple, quadruple the amount of players that's in this now. I want to play a game where there's only humans in. I don't want to play with bots. It fills up, you see, the main battle mode, which is 64 players. It fills all the empty slots up with bots that are very good shots, and it's no fun crawling through a bush where you know you're probably not going to be seen, but then to get shot in the head of somebody called Albert Strutzwagen, you know, who's obviously a fucking bot, and that pisses me off. It's like, I'd rather have no bots in at all and just fight whatever players is in there, you know, than have all these other bots running around. But, you know, that's the way the game is at the minute. Hopefully it'll get a bit better than this. I'm going to give it a thumb up because I did have fun. It's not the best. It's not the sounds are meaty. The gunplay is pretty good. It does play all right. It's kind of just scraping over the line. It's not a bad game, so I can't thumb it down. It's just not a bad game, but it's not a great game either. It's very middle of the road. Irwin, chirp, chirp, cheap, cheap. You know, you don't know what that means because you'd have to be around in the 80s to know what that even means. But it's nostra position, you know, nostra position, yeah. That's the kind of game it is.